Hey guys, welcome back to Fijian Gaming. We're over here with Madden 21. We're gonna do a roster rebuild. We're gonna start with the worst team in the game, the Miami Dolphins. So let's get going. So the point of this is to see how many seasons it would take for us to get to a Super Bowl. So that is what our goal is. Our end goal is to win a Super Bowl as fast as we can. So let's do a quick look at the roster. So won't be playing any games. The season is gonna be completely simulated. So yeah, a whole lot of bronze and silvers. So we do have a nice tight end over here. I mean, a wide receiver. So 84, he's a star. So Devontae Parker, he's young. Well, he's not too young. He's 27, but we can use him. Hopefully, it doesn't take us 5 years to win a Super Bowl. So hopefully, we could develop him somewhere into like into the 90s within this season or next. Quarterback, let's go with the rookie. It's 1 overall. Fitzpatrick isn't going to be with us for too long, so I'd rather have him start his development right away. And let's see, we can have a little upgrade at running back. Mike Gesicki at tight end, I think he could work. We do need a lot of help on our offensive line. That isn't going to protect our young quarterback. It doesn't matter who we have as running back and who we have as receivers if we can't even block our quarterback. And on the defensive side of the ball, all right, there we go. So we have some decent corners. So maybe a third corner or a little bit help in the back. I wish we had Minkah Fitzpatrick over here, but the trade last season sent him to Pittsburgh. Otherwise, I think that would have helped us in the secondary as well. So special teams, I'm not too worried. Kicker, punter, or returners, okay. And specialists, I don't think we need to change anything here. So before we do anything, before we start simming into the free, well, let's look at this. So player development. So this is just letting you know how to develop the hidden traits. Thank you, Ryan. So we'll take that out. So weekly training. I will be just simming it.
Each week, once you've made your game plan,
so I will just be simming this. So yes, we do need our quarterback upgraded as quickly as possible. Our right end, we do need help on defensive. I think we're gonna keep it there, and I think we are gonna keep it on corner. He is 70, but he's 20 years old, so that should help us a lot developing. So I think our biggest thing is once we get Tua into the 80s, I think that's gonna really help. So let's sim this really quick. I will just be I'm debating if I should just auto upgrade the players and let the game decide where to spend the points, or should I upgrade them to what I feel is gonna help this team. So Mike Gesicki, like I mentioned, 79. So hopefully this so he is more of a vertical, but our system wise, a position tight end would help. So he would be a better position receiver. He's going to get a little bit more XP in training, and he's going to be able to develop faster as well as work in the system. So the game really looks at all of those features. So we do have him as an 80 overall tight end. He's 24, so he's very young. He's a star development, so he's going to develop pretty decently, and I believe we can get him. Hopefully this is done within 5 years, but if not, then he can be a nice 80 or not 80, a 90 receiver. Over here, so our system fit would be a physical receiver, and which he is not, but it's so far behind that I'd rather just develop his deep third or the slot. So Jakeem Grant, I believe he is our third receiver, which means he's gonna play a lot more in the slot. So let's upgrade him in the slot and see how that goes. And we have another tight end. So I'm not gonna upgrade everybody, especially the lower overall players. And let's look at some free agents and see who can help us right now. So we do have some so Earl Thomas was recently released by Baltimore. He does fit our system. Do we have the cap space? Yes, we have plenty of cap space, so we will be signing him. So that helps us in the secondary. There we go. Logan Ryan as another corner. He is 29 as well. I don't know how much actually, you want to know something? We have so much cap space and these are going to be 1-year deals. I don't really want to tank. I do want to get some wins to help our players develop faster. So wins will keep them motivated, and hopefully that it kind of goes and snowballs. So we will sign Logan Ryan as well. We have plenty of cap space, and we're gonna see, maybe we could end up trading one or two of these guys. Gerald McCoy. I do want Devontae Freeman. I believe he will help us. He will be an upgrade at running back, so we will sign him. And these are for 1-year deals, so we're gonna see how quickly we can upgrade just this season. And we did need help on our offensive line, so I will take a 1-year help, you know, a little bit on the offensive line. Let's see. Let's see what other offensive linemen we have. So he's not gonna help us. I mean, they are gonna help us, but they're at the end of their careers. So offensive linemen, yeah, these are a little too old. They're not gonna develop. So that's fine. So let's do a quick double check on our roster and kind of see where we're at right now. So our overall jumped up to a 77 from a 75. Our defense went up to 81. So I'm just gonna go over here, generate best lineup. So we're still gonna put Tua as our starting. We now have Devontae Freeman, which was a 5 overall jump over here. I believe it was Grant. We did have him as our third receiver. So there we go. We have Gesicki, so not a lot of help in the offensive line. I know we did have some 70s in free agencies. Let's kind of check them out. So yeah, so he's a rookie, so hopefully he could develop a little bit by the end of the year and kind of get more to that 70 range. Is where we kind of want to go. So it is our, you know, season 1. So now we got Xavier Howard as our third corner. We got Earl Thomas over here in our secondary. Definitely feel a lot better. We do need. We have Kyle Van Noy, you know, rushing the edge over here. Rolando McClain as our linebacker. I don't want to do any you know, trades
Easily
that
see
are a
them.
little
Here are some
fishy. You
recommendations to get you
can
started.
you can so yeah, the 27 overall tight end, no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, so we're just gonna cut some players over here just because it looks like we're a little over. And like I mentioned, we were in the preseason. So we're at a 77 overall. We got an 81 defense, 75 offense. Let's look at our scheme and see if this is the scheme that best fits us. So we have a multiple zone run offense. It's at a 74%. So let's see if we have something that suits us better. So yeah, it's the vertical zone run. Right here. Yeah, vertical zone run. Okay, so that is our best. And our defense, we have a 3-4 storm defense. Let's see if we get something better than that 72. So if you go to a 4-3 cover 3, we are at 82%. 46 defense. Let's take it back to those Bears days where it became famous. I think we are just gonna go with that 46 defense, guys. Let's do something a little bit different. And then over here, let's see if we could just go to 46 defense. Okay, so that's one thing. It looks like they have changed. You can't just go to the base 46 defenses. So, unfortunately, we're going to stay with his playbook, but we're going to run a 46 defense and see how that kind of works out. But pretty much everybody on our defense fits this role except one of our left defensive ends. So what this is going to do is this is going to help our training. So that means, you know, everybody except that one guy isn't going to get the max in our trainings. So we're gonna go week to week. We're gonna see an overview, see how long it takes. We are gonna try doing everything in our power. Where do I want him to work on? I do want some pass blocking, and I'd rather have him more against the finesse power rushes. Okay. So Austin Jackson receives, you know, +3. There we go. So these small boosts are gonna help us. So let's do our weekly training. So we still got our 3 players that we want over here. I'm thinking if I should switch them out and put our our left tackle in. Because I feel like our offensive line is really going to hold us back. That's okay. We'll see how our team pulls up. So as you guys could see, so Tua's development is still hidden. I want to know if I'm gonna check if he is actually getting progress, even though I am simming the games. So Jordan Howard, I'm gonna continue building him in as a power back, because I think that is what we need him to be as a secondary. Everybody else, we are just going to go with the auto upgrade. So we did win last week. We won 31-7. It is the preseason. So guys, what I mean by trades, we need an offensive lineman. So I'm just going to do this really quick and just show you how easy it is to get the best offensive lineman in the game. So Quentin Nelson, he's a 94 overall. Okay, he's 24 years old. He doesn't cost anything, and I'm just gonna show you guys how easy it is to get him. So They want, so they do want a quarterback. So let's see if we can give them Fitzpatrick. And so we do have a lot of draft picks, guys. So this is really gonna help us on the draft. You know, we have 2 in the first, 2 in the second, a third, and a fourth. You know, let's give away that 4th round pick. So they do want Fitzpatrick. They do not want this, but let's see this. Look how close that is on being completed, guys. If I throw in a 7th round draft pick in there, that is probably going to get done. So I have my backup quarterback who I'm not even going to use. I'm using a 4th round draft pick that I don't know if I could even draft somebody in the 4th round who is going to help us in this situation. So actually, you guys want to know something? I'm going to speed up this challenge a little bit. I'm going to throw in that 6th round pick and let's get this done. There we go. Did it go through? Oh, I thought that went through. Okay, so let's take the 6th round pick out and let's do a future. Let's do 2 4th round picks. There you go. That's how it is, guys. That's how easy it is to get the best offensive lineman in this game. Franchise mode wise, I don't think he's the highest offensive lineman in the game. So our offense jumped from a 75 to a 77 just with that one additional player. And he is somebody who is going to become a 99. So he helps us immensely. We do need wide receiver help. Let's see if we can get some wide receivers. So let's see if there's any receivers that are on the trade block. So a 75 Trent Taylor. No, none of these guys are gonna really help me. Let's do a manual trade. I don't want exactly with the Raiders, but I'm just looking for a second or third receiver who is gonna help us. So Raiders do have a few, and these are all nice. 77, 76 overall receivers. They're gonna help us. No, I think I'll pass there. Marquise Brown, Washington. I know they're definitely rebuilding. We might be doing that soon. Oh, Saints are pretty dangerous. So Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, but I don't think we're going to be able to trade for either one of them. I think we're going to try trading for this DK Metcalf. He's young, is a 79 overall. I think he can help us. So let's see. So they want a right tackle, they want a center, right guard, right end. So let's see if we have anybody at those positions right now. So center, yeah, they're not gonna, I can, but it's gonna leave us terrible at center, so I won't do that. Right guard, we got Ron Larry, who we just signed in free agency, so we're gonna keep him. I'm gonna throw in Robert Hunt just for now, because maybe we can do 2 players on a draft pick. So we got Kyle Van Noy, James Crawford. Let's see if they want any of these players. So they kind of want him, they don't really want him. So let's see where we're at right now in this trade. So we almost have this trade right now, guys, with 2 backups. So let's throw in that 6th round draft pick. And hopefully this gets it done. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we have 2 young receivers with a young quarterback. So, and our offense went up to a 79. So taking away some of those lower overall players. So we got Devontae Parker, DK Metcalf, and then Albert Wilson over here. So we do have 2 star developments over there as at our receiving positions, as well as all 3 of our running backs actually. So Jordan Howard is a little bit better, and I think I'm gonna on the specialist I want. Okay, so I already have Jordan Howard as my power running back. Okay, that is what we want. So let's advance. I'm not gonna check out the preseason stats or anything of that sort. So we have our offensive line. Okay. So awareness. So those development and stuff, I do want to pay attention to those because those are gonna help our players. So let's do our weekly training. I'm still debating if I want to take out my right end over there and put my left tackle in. And I do want to check if Tua is being, if his progression is gonna go forward right now. So apparently he played 42 plays so far. So okay, at least it is going. I don't know if he only played 42 downs, but we'll see. So let's upgrade a few players. So nobody that I... Okay, so it's still going to that screen to where it just kind of freezes it. So I'm just gonna upgrade all players, have it done, and just exit back. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much. Let's go jump to the regular season. I don't think there's anything else I want to do in the preseason. I think we have our year 1 roster. Will Tua get us to a Super Bowl?
Start the regular season by selecting your season
definitely
goal.
This season.
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
So we don't have. So yeah, I don't think we can make it to this playoffs this season, but I don't feel like. I feel like we do have a chance at winning our division. Patriots don't have Tom Brady, though the game does not realize that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do just fine with Cam over there at quarterback. But with the Jets and where'd they go? Jets and Jaguars. I'm sorry, not Jaguars, the Bills. I do believe we can win our division with an 8-8 record. So going from this to this, it is. But actually, let's shoot for the playoffs. I feel like we can win our division. So we are going to upgrade a few more of our players. And I'm going to sim the season. I'm going to sim to the mid-season mark. We're going to see how we are at that point. That's probably when I'm going to do all of our upgrades. Yeah, so let me see if I just do him, and then let me see if it lets me move around. No, so it's not even letting me progress my players. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, since it is since I am gonna be simming, let me change the settings, and I'm gonna do this for all of my players. So we're gonna do all of these for auto. So we are gonna do our own contracts. Weekly training will be auto as well, and auto progress players, yes, we'll turn that on as well. I feel like the computer will be able to do that. So our job is to set up the teams with the free agents. So we are starting the season with a 79 overall, with a 79 offense and an 81 defense. Should be an 80 overall, but if you look at, balance it out. So let's sim to the mid-season. Actually, let's look at our schedule and kind of see. And with this, you guys can see that I'm not forcing any wins or anything. So we are starting with the Patriots and Bills. So 2 division games right off the bat. Jaguars, Seahawks, 49ers, Broncos, and Chargers. We don't have a bye week all the way until week 11. Okay. So the first week, I feel like Patriots could be 50-50. Depends on... well, theoretically, all of these games should be 50-50. But I think we are going to have a challenge with the Seahawks. 49ers, we're going to have a challenge with. And I don't see anything else in the first 8 weeks. Rams as well. So I'm not saying we're going to go 5-3, but we just need to go 4-4. And I believe an 8-8 season can get us into the playoffs. So, or win us our division. So let's sim to the midseason and see how this goes. If you guys haven't already, then subscribe to the channel. I do bring new content every day, whether it's Madden, NBA. I'm gonna start doing Call of Duty. I'm doing the Avengers. And if you guys have any other games you guys might want to recommend, then let me know. So we're at week 4. So after the Dolphins, if you guys want, comment below, since this will be most likely a part 1. I'm thinking I might just cut it off at week 8 and see kind of where we are at the mid-season point and go from there. So let's see how we are, guys. We're at week 8.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency.
So we do have players. Well, a lot of those free agents that we did
these players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them.
I don't know if I want to sign a majority of these. Yeah, Logan Ryan, Earl Thomas, Devonta Freeman. These guys, yeah, we will want to sign because they are a core part of our team right now. And Matt Breida, we could let go. Because especially if you got Devonta Freedom and we got Jordan Howard, so I think we're gonna stick with that. Raquan McMillan, sorry. I think we are gonna sign him as he develops. He's 24 years right now, so we are gonna sign all of these guys. I'm gonna keep that signing process next video. We have some players to upgrade. So Tua's at a 75 only right now. So he's only went up 3 overalls. We're at an 81. Our defense jumped up to an 83. And our offense is at an 80. Let's look at our roster to see if we see any... So Tua went... Okay, so he went up to a 76. DJ Metcalf is at a 81 now. I think he was at a 78. And Devontae Parker went from an 84 to an 85. Gesicki jumped up from an 80 to 81. Quentin Nelson still at a 94. Our offensive line still does need help, but hey, we're getting there. Our defense still looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. I don't see any large improvements. Logan Ryan went up from from an 87 to an 88. So I know we have him on our training. He jumped up one, but he's not really helping us this season. Let's kind of go look at our stats and what our standing is. So we are 4-4. That's kind of what we envisioned ourselves. Let's look at the games that we won and which games that we lost. So it looks like we're not going to be anywhere close to winning the division. The Bills currently are 7-1, while the rest of the division is kind of that middle of the road. So with the Patriots at 4-3, the Jets at 3-5, and we're right in the middle at 4-4. But who knows how the second half goes? Like I mentioned earlier, franchise I had the Bengals start the season 8-1, but then they finished I think 10-6. So we will definitely kind of hope that they struggle. And for our schedule, so we lost the first 2 weeks, the Patriots and Bills. We beat the Jaguars. We did lose to the Seahawks and 49ers, who I knew we were going to have trouble with. And then we beat the Broncos, Chargers, and Rams and are on a 3-game win streak. So I do like that. It looks like our defense is giving up a lot of points. 38 to the Patriots, 26 to the Bills, 38 to the Seahawks, 24 to the Niners. And then over here, it looks like our offense started just kind of outscoring some of these teams. We had a close one over here against the Rams. So hopefully our offense, progression-wise, is slowly starting to kind of outscore some of these teams that our defense is unable to stop. Let's look at our stats. So we're 17th in the NFL in offensive yards, and we're 30th in defense. So our defense does need help, and we're 22nd in points scored and 19th in points allowed. So we're giving up a lot more points than we're scoring. So Tua is a rookie, in the midway point, so he's gonna probably get 3,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, 18 interceptions if we just double everything. Hopefully the interceptions start going down. I'll take a 30 touchdown rookie season from him with 3,500 yards. So hopefully those both start going up. He's completing 62% of his passes, so hopefully that improves a little bit. Is he getting sacked? 19 sacks, so 8 games, so 2 sacks, a little over 2 sacks a game. So I think he's decent over there. Devontae Freeman as our lead back he's averaging a nice amount, 4.7, but I think we're just falling behind in games. But if you look at starting running backs, we're at 90 yards rushing, and then Tua comes in, gives us a rush or 2 a game, 3 rushes a game about, because he has 24 attempts. So not bad. So we are close to 100 yards rushing a game, but I just feel like we're getting behind. Receiving wise, pretty even. The ball's spread out pretty evenly between our three receivers and tight end. So we have a very balanced offensive strike. Nobody is commanding. Albert Wilson is our leader in, receiving touchdowns, and he's our third receiver though. So Devontae Parker and Metcalf do need to step up in that situation, but nobody's really stretching the field. 12 yards, 10 yards, it's nothing big. So nobody is breaking plays, and we could tell that by the rack. So we do need a game-changing receiver, and none of these guys are bringing that right now. Blocking, these stats don't really show anything. So let's go to our defensive side. So our leader in tackles is our middle linebacker, Raquan McMillan over here. Logan Ryan as a corner, Eric Rowe. Sacks, are we bringing pressure? Not really. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 sacks, guys. Our defense is not bringing any pressure, and that starts with our defensive line. We don't have anybody who could really cause a lot of pressure. Eric Rowe has some interceptions, so we are getting interceptions. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10 interceptions. So we are causing turnovers, but we're not building pressure. We're not getting to any quarterbacks, which is not a good sign. And on the kicking game, our kicker's 6 for 6. He missed 1 extra point. So yeah, we need some game changers. Trades are off now. We don't have any free agents. Well, I don't think we're gonna have, bringing somebody over here who's gonna really be a game changer on our team. So we're gonna let this season go. We're gonna simulate and see if we can get to the playoffs. Okay, that's the part 2. Is gonna be the second half of the season. We're gonna see where we're at, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Take care. Peace.